one of the best ways to change something that's cultural is to change the stories that we talk about. So even having this type of event will enable us to have a new community of people that can share our ideas about women in technology. And with the types of communication that we have today, we should be able to get more and more stories out there that showcase women in technology, that make it's not boring, it's really exciting, so that young girls can see this. And I agree. I mean, there's the personal touch. So my own daughter is about to finish her PhD in quantitative psychology. So she went the total technical route. And that was easy for me because we had that personal connection. But I think we need to take events like this. We need to take communities like this, and we need to get the stories out there, because those are the types of stories that young girls need to see, that they can be successful in these types of fields.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need a TV show. And
reality.
Like, you know, there was LA Law, and you know, all these, everybody became a lawyer. I've stood in those classrooms too. It's really hard, you know, when the girls are just looking away. My own daughter taught me a lesson. I thought I had it all figured out, and then she veered off into screenwriting. I was horrified. Remember, David was there. I told David about it about 5 blocks. He said, don't worry, don't worry. But then she came back in, and I learned something about her which was hard for me to learn, which is that for her, she exhibits her technology expertise through gaming. And actually, she's a great programmer, writer, and artist. And after I got over the fact that I didn't like the games, I actually realized that that was a way that she was expressing her love of technology that I couldn't see. So I just want to underscore this story with one other story that reinforced it. I like to participate in it as a sponsor or a judge in an organization in New York called Technovation, where girls from different middle schools and high schools compete to create an app, and they go through the whole venture, you know, present your business plan, and one gets selected, and the app is funded. 2 years ago, every single thing that they did was a study app that was a game. And, you know, here I had been a snob against games, but I was born again, and I saw that gaming was good. And the game that won was a periodic table using Where's Waldo. So one girl was an artist. She drew the elements in the art. You know, another girl programmed it on the Android. Another girl built the business plan. And so I started to think, am I not on their wavelength? And I don't know what the answer is, honestly, Connie, but for me, I've had to come back around to my daughter's wavelength to connect with her on technology. And then watching all those young women do marvelous things all around gaming started to change my mind in terms of, is there a path in for girls? Maybe not all girls, but is it a different path than traditionally I've been comfortable with? And by the way, my daughter did go back and study computer science. David was right. Thank you.
I guess I'd just like to follow up on the gaming thing, because part of my business in consumer was experimenting with game development platforms. We actually did some pilots with people who got National Science Foundation grants to study learning and to figure out, you know, is a classic teacher curriculum the best? Can you do something with an interactive game and teach a kid how to build a house or how to manage scarcity like in SimCity, or is it a combination? So there's 2 things from that experiment. It's not complete yet, but that I wanted to call out. One is, it was a game environment, and when you put girls and boys in the room in the gaming, it was somewhat dominated by the guys, who were just much more, they just wanted to go with the PC, and they wanted the game, and they wanted to control, and they wanted to win, and you saw the girls kind of stepping back. So I think we do need to encourage our girls to explore and to game and create and do Waldo in the periodic chart. That's a great idea. And then, so part 1, I'm trying to think of part 2. Oh, and the other thing that was really interesting is the people who signed up to be in this pilot, it was oversubscribed by teachers. I mean, the teachers wanted to engage in this as a way to teach and learn and communicate more effectively with their students, which is another way to say maybe we have to embrace gaming a little bit. And
Maybe a path.
it's a path. It's a path.
It's also recognizing that technology isn't just about, I mean, if you think about the guys, they all get on and they play the games where they shoot them up, kill them, do all that kind of stuff, right? If you watch the girls, the young girls who are playing the little games where the people are bouncing around and they're collecting cherries or collecting little gold bricks, they love that game, but they don't. They lose them when they get into the blood and the gore and the guts of the mid-teenage years where the guys are really excited about gaming and the girls just go, yeah, this is just not into my thing. But I think the other thing you need to recognize, there's a lot of other uses of technology, and oftentimes, I don't know about you all, but I didn't have a clue what I was going to do when I was 12 or 13. But there were certain things that girls potentially gravitate towards more and don't realize the heavy use of technology in those: design, architecture, interior design, even product design. I mean, yeah, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, maybe a hard sell, but you talk about it from a design perspective. You want to design a building, you need to be an architect. You want to be able to design a product, you need to. So there's different ways to come at it, but certainly recognizing that maybe helping them understand the breadth of opportunities that technology can bring them is a good part of it.